In the beginning, Richie is seen as a millionaire and has a family business. Today, his entire family and his wife Hunter are seen at his success party. Everyone was very happy. Ever since Hunter got married, he started feeling lonely. Because except for Hunter, his entire family used to go out for business. He felt very lonely at home. To relieve his loneliness, he would play games, sketch or cook. But even after doing so much, he would get tired. He would wait all day for Richu to come home and talk to him a lot. But whenever he went to talk to Richu, Richu was busy on his phone. Even though he wanted attention, he did not get it. This is how the days went by. And one day Hunter found out that she was pregnant. She was very happy to hear this and told Richie about it. Richie happily planned a family dinner where he shared this big news with his parents. Everyone was very happy to hear this news. They were happy, and this time Hunter wanted everyone to listen to his story about how he came to know about his pregnancy. But again, Richu's father stopped him and they got busy with their business discussion. This time Hunter felt so lonely that he started getting angry. He looked at the table and saw ice in a glass, and in his anger he started eating the ice. And everyone was very annoyed by the sound of eating ice. However, Richie's mother understood him and she felt that Hunter was doing this because of his pregnancy. Almost all the girls go into depression in such situations. That is why the next morning, she gave Hunter a book to overcome Hunter's depression. Hunter wanted Richu to sit and talk to him, but Richu left from there. Anyway, now he started reading the book, and in this book it was written that to overcome depression, a person should try to do something new every day, something that he has never done or expected before. Thus, a strange idea came to his mind, and he got up and picked up a marble ball. He eats the marble and surprisingly, he feels so good after eating it that he has never felt before. After a while, when Richu comes home, he notices that Hunter is very happy today, more than the previous days. Richu asks him the reason for his happiness. Then Hunter says that today I did something very unexpected and that is why I am very happy with myself. Richu asks him, "This time what did you do?" But Hunter lies this time. The next morning we see Hunter doing more strange things. He goes to the toilet and takes the marble that he ate the day before out of the stool and puts it away. While Hunter is already struggling with his loneliness, Richie's mother starts asking Hunter strange questions, like what did he do before marriage? What did his family do? Meanwhile, Hunter was from a middle-class family, so he was a little embarrassed to talk about himself. And hearing all this, Richie's mother tells him that then you are very lucky that you married rich and your world has changed. Hunter starts feeling worse from their words, because he still wasn't satisfied with his life. He was feeling so bad today that he started cleaning to relieve his feelings, and then a thumbtack got stuck in the vacuum cleaner. It was delicious, but Hunter still wanted to eat it. He put it in his mouth, but this thumbtack got stuck badly on his tongue. At first he took it out and put it in the kitchen, but all day he kept thinking that he should eat it. So in excitement, he put the thumbtack in his mouth and finally swallowed it. While eating this thumbtack, his entire esophagus was torn and the internal parts of his body were damaged. But despite this, he felt very good after eating this thumbtack. At night, Izzy came home to party with his friends. Hunter also wanted to go out, but then his stomach started to hurt badly. When he went to the washroom, his thumbtack came out. But this time too, his body was damaged due to the thumbtack. A lot of blood had come out of his body and he was in a lot of pain. Now Richu also came to the house looking for him. But before Richu came, he cleaned all the blood so that Richu could not find out anything. After a while, a friend of Richu came here. She congratulates Hunter on becoming a mother, and then she also tells him that she feels very lonely at this party. She asks Hunter, "If I can hug you." Hunter also hugs her, and here we feel that Hunter wanted to hug her more than the boy to overcome his loneliness. Anyway, time goes by, and it is seen that Hunter's behavior is changing a lot. He started eating things that normal people cannot digest, like cells, battery pins, safety pins, and many more, which he would later take out of his toilet and keep them carefully, and he would also arrange them like trophies. Now a few days pass, and he has to go to the hospital for a routine checkup, where when the doctor does his ultrasound, it is seen that the baby is completely normal, but there is a strange object inside Hunter's organ. Seeing this, the doctor asks to do an emergency surgery. Hunter's surgery starts, and one after another, strange objects come out of his organ, like safety pins, marbles and such. After the surgery, the doctors discuss his condition and the doctors find out that Hunter is suffering from a psychological disorder. It is a mental illness where a person wants to eat things that a person cannot eat. Richu gets very angry after hearing this. He brings Hunter home and scolds Hunter a lot. He did not expect this from Hunter. He now takes all the things from his house that can be eaten, but he did not know that Hunter can eat anything. However, Richu's father is more worried than Richu because he is worried about Richu's baby. So he immediately calls a very big psychiatrist for Hunter. While talking, the specialist asks Hunter what you get from eating these things. He says that when I put these things in my mouth, I really like their feeling. The texture of these things is really good in my mouth. Here the specialist realizes that he has not stopped eating these things. He tells Richu, and Richu now hires a bodyguard for Hunter who will stay with him 24 hours and keep an eye on him so that Hunter does not eat any strange things.
Hunter gets more frustrated and angry with the arrival of this bodyguard. Here we see that the guard also did not like these activities of Hunter. He is strangely angry and annoyed with Hunter because he has his own thoughts. He thinks that Hunter lives in such a big house. Despite all the facilities, could there be a reason that he has a mental illness? Can he not be happy in such a big house? Anyway, the bodyguard was keeping an eye on Hunter from all sides, but Hunter still ate something or the other hidden in the bathroom that he should not eat. Now after a few days, it was Richie's birthday. Hunter organized a very big party for him, and here he met everyone very happily. Although he does not like to meet people. But today something even worse happens to him. He starts talking about his eating disorder. He gets very angry after knowing this. He asks Richie, why did he need to tell everyone about my illness? But Richie says that I told him for your own good. But Hunter feels so bad that Hunter asks Richie to apologize for him at night. Anyway, the therapist comes back later. Today Hunter really enjoys talking to the therapist because he just wants to talk. After the therapist leaves, he goes to the garden and starts taking care of the plants. Although at that time his mind tells him to pick up all this dirt, but he controls himself. Now whenever he goes to the washroom to wash his hands, he hears that Richie was giving money to the therapist so that the therapist can tell him everything about Hunter. Hearing this, Hunter gets very scared. He does not know what the therapist said to Richie. He is completely broken, but he does not show it to anyone. He cries, which makes his condition worse. He hides under the bed and then comes under the bed to look for his guard. His guard is troubled by his condition. He begins to understand his loneliness. Without saying anything to the guard, he just puts his hand on his shoulder and lies down next to him. After a long time, when Hunter opens his eyes, he sees that the guard is also asleep there. He gets out of bed, but his anger has not subsided yet. Because of this anger, he again wants to eat strange things, and he starts opening all the cupboards and doors to find something to eat. He finds a screwdriver and swallows it. But because of swallowing it, his health deteriorates a lot. This screwdriver gets stuck in his throat. Strange sounds start coming from his throat and he falls down. Hearing this sound, his guard also gets up and immediately starts looking at him. His condition was so bad that the guard calls an ambulance and he is immediately taken to the hospital. After an operation in the hospital, the screwdriver is removed from his throat. Luckily, her baby was not harmed, and Richie and Richie's family are more worried about Hunter's baby than Hunter's. It became so they decided that they would send Hunter to a psychiatric hospital, where he would be kept under 24-hour surveillance, and thus their child would be safe. After the baby is born, he would be free, meaning he would return home. Hunter was not agreeing, but Richie said that if you do not sign these papers, I will divorce you. For this reason, he had to accept all this. The one who was now starting to understand his feelings was now tensed because of Hunter's condition. However, the next day, it was seen that Richie's entire family was going to leave Hunter, and his guard was also present there. While leaving, suddenly Hunter went back inside the house with his charger in his hand, and his guard also ran after him. Here the guard saw that Hunter was trying to escape from there. This time the guard felt pity for him, and instead of telling anyone about him, he allowed Hunter to escape from here. And when everyone came inside the house, to confuse them all, he told everyone that he had escaped through another route. But Hunter runs to a hotel through the forest road. He first takes a lot of soil from outside the hotel and books a room inside the hotel to eat. Then after a while, he calls Richie and tells him that I have escaped from there. I don't want to be with you. Not only that, I have also taken this child. For you, but you did not accept me properly. You did not give me time. And now you are threatening me with divorce. Now I don't want this child either. Richie is very hurt after hearing all this. Before Hunter does anything wrong, Richie asks him not to do this. Let him come back to him. When Hunter says no, he replies. Richie convinces him that, look Hunter, you have no skills. You have no degree. You can't live in this world. You need my support. But Hunter doesn't listen to Richie and hangs up the call. He spends the whole night watching TV and eating dirt. Hunter, the next day, he leaves the hotel and calls his mother and tells her everything that happened to him. Today, he's angry with himself because he knew why all this is happening to him. His problem is not from now, but from childhood. Because his biological father, yani ki real father, left him and gave him away. His mother was very religious. So he has seen the world. Otherwise, he would not have been born today. All these feelings hurt him till today. Today, Hunter had decided that he would meet his real father. He forcefully takes his address from his mother and reaches his house. When he reaches there, he sees that someone's birthday party is going on. It is actually his half-brother's birthday party. That is the birthday party of that man's son. They didn't ask him anything because they thought that she's the mother of one of their son's friends. But she tells him that I am not a guest here, but I have come as your daughter. Hearing this, he asks him, why did you come here? But Hunter asks him, why did you leave me? And if you had to leave me, then why were you with my mother? Then the man says that I accept that it is my mistake. I should not have done this. But when I was doing this, I felt very powerful and intoxicated by my power. Your mother did a lot of bad things to you. But when I spent 7 years in prison for this crime, I realized what was good and what was bad. During this time, the two of them became very emotional. And she felt that this man was ashamed of his actions, so she left without telling him anything. Now her mother also refused to keep her with her. On the other hand, she also left Richie's house. Now she will do whatever she wants to move forward in her life. Now she goes to a doctor and takes the abortion bill from him and goes to a public washroom and gets her an abortion. She knew that what she did was right. She cannot ruin a child's life where she has no capacity to take responsibility for herself. The only thing that has ruined is her own life. After talking to her father, her thinking has changed a lot. Now she's ready to live a new life. And with this, the movie ends.